Hello and welcome to the Inclusifax app, which was created to help map barriers to accessibility in Halifax. To help get you started, we would like to briefly explain how the app works. When you first launch the app, a pop-up appears with information about the app and how to use it. There is also a link to a short form you can fill out to add any barriers you identify to accessibility in the Halifax Regional Municipality. All data is anonymous, and by filling out the form, you agree to having your answers shared on this app. There is also an email address if you have any questions. Once you have finished reading this pop-up, you can hit OK to enter the app. Once you enter the app, all of your controls are on the left. The app will automatically start by showing the accessibility barriers and the sidewalk closure layers. In the Layers window, you can turn different data layers on or off. On the right panel, there is more information about what the app does and what each layer shows. You can zoom in and out of the map by using the plus and minus buttons, or by using the scroll button on a mouse if you are using a laptop, or by using 2 fingers on a phone or tablet. The 4 squares allow you to change the base map of the app. The printer allows you to print the map, and the home button will return you to the default extent of the map. The search bar allows you to look up a specific place, road, or address and will zoom to that location. If you click on one of the accessibility barriers on the map, a pop-up will appear with more information about the data point. For the accessibility barriers, images may also be available to show exactly what the barrier looks like. You can click or tap on the link to open the image in a new tab of your browser. You can also click on any of the other data layers to get more information about a specific location. All the other data layers are sourced from Halifax's Open Data portal and update automatically as Halifax updates their datasets. At the bottom of the screen are some statistics taken from the crowdsourced accessibility barriers layer. The average maintenance score of all the points is shown in the graphic on the left. When people add data to the map, they are asked to rate how well maintained they felt the sidewalk was, on a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being very poorly maintained and 5 being very well maintained. The average danger score is shown in the middle graphic. People were also asked if they felt in danger due to this barrier, and we define danger as feeling in physical danger from a traffic-related injury. This question was also scored on a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being that they felt very safe and 5 being that they felt in imminent danger. The average inconvenience score is shown in the right graphic. We also asked users to rate how inconvenienced they were by the barrier on a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being not inconvenienced at all and 5 being so inconvenienced that their mobility was prevented. In the pie chart on the right, a breakdown of the percentage of responses that have been identified in each accessibility barrier category are shown. If you hover your mouse over each slice of the pie chart, or touch each slice on a phone or tablet, the type of barrier, the average inconvenience score for that category, and the percentage of points that fall into that category will pop up. The types of barriers that people identified were grouped into problems with curb cuts, problems with pedestrian crossings, such as poorly painted lines, a lack of accessible pedestrian signals, a lack of tactile paving, or a poorly placed button, a step-up or lack of ramp, or a poorly designed ramp, a poor choice of materials, such as color choices that do not provide contrast, or a rough surface with gaps between cobblestones. Areas with no sidewalks, including areas where sidewalks end abruptly, no sidewalks exist, or where gravel shoulders are used as sidewalks. Poor signage, including signage around construction areas or signage that is improperly placed and poses a hazard. Narrow sidewalks or narrowed sidewalks due to patios, furniture, or illegally parked cars. Winter maintenance problems, including a lack of snow removal or ice. And finally, infrastructure maintenance problems, including cracked or heaved sidewalks, or pedestrian lights or signals that do not work. If you would like to add your own barriers to this app, you can click the link at the top of the screen that says Add a barrier to this app. Clicking this will open up a separate window with a short form you can fill out. All data is anonymous, and by filling this form out, you agree to sharing this data on the Inclusifax application. The instructions for the survey are at the top of the screen. If you scroll down, you will be asked to answer a few questions about the barrier you are identifying. Each question has a drop-down menu with the possible options and explanations of what each option means. You also have the option to add a picture of the barrier you are identifying. The next part is to identify where you found the barrier. Once you are zoomed in to the area you want, you can simply click or tap to add a pin to the map. If you would like to move the pin you have added, simply drag it. Finally, make sure you hit the button at the very bottom of the screen to submit your responses. If you have any questions or would like more information about the app, feel free to email us at inclusifax@gmail.com. Thank you for watching and for being interested in the Inclusifax app.